Let's go ahead and build the spreadsheet for the confidence interval for the population proportion. So first thing you need to do is open up that video, the LA video that shows you the formula. And what we really need to do here is take these two, it's the same formula, these two formulas, the minus and the plus, and just put them into Excel, okay? And if you got to watch this video probably a few times before you understand it, but that's all we have to do. So over here I have my spreadsheet built, and I'll just show you how I built it so that I can keep this video really short. Again, yellow, those are my inputs. I need to put in the confidence interval. Where do I get that? I get that from the question. I need the sample proportion and the sample size. So those are my inputs, 1, 2, 3. Now I have the z-value, and that is calculated based on the confidence level. So I'm going to switch this over to formulas and show you what it is. Okay. So what we have here is it's norm.s.inv, which is back from Unit 7, how to look up a percent and get the z-value. And then instead of putting in the significance level, which if the confidence level is 95, the significance level is 5%. So the real question I get is, why don't you just put significance level here? And the reason I don't is because the problem gives you the confidence level. It doesn't give you the significance level. And I want to work with the data that's in the problem because it just makes it easier for me to figure it out. So I'm going to put 1 minus B3, in this case, the confidence level, divided by 2. So that's norm.s.inv, 1 minus the confidence level, divided by 2. The ABS, just like the video said, stands for absolute value, because if you do this, you'll get negative values. Because the z-values can be anything. They can be negative or positive. And I just want positive because I want to keep it easier to work with for the next part. Okay. So the next thing I need to do is just build my lower limit and my upper limit. It's the same formula. The only difference is the lower limit, you're taking your sample proportion and you're subtracting all this stuff to the right. And the upper limit, you're adding it. So I'm going to take B4, which is my sample proportion, minus, and look, I'm looking back over here, okay? And I'm going to take this is the z-value, right? That's in B6, times the square root. And again, I'm just going to do this square root of the sample proportion times 1 minus the sample proportion divided by the sample size. So it's a lot of parentheses. You got to get those right. But once you do it, that's all there is to it. Now, I'm just going to retype the same exact formula here. The only difference is I'm going to put a plus in between the B4 and the B6. That's all I have to do to set this up. And now all I have to do when I read the problem in the homework, the quiz, or on the test is look at what's the confidence level, what's the sample proportion, what's the sample size. And that's all I need, and the rest of it will be calculated for me. If you have any questions, let me know. You really need to build these spreadsheets because doing this formula on the fly, really complicated.